like Leah, when she asked me, could she see my phone?
Right.
Because she said there was nothing to do. We were outside. She said, there's nothing to do out here. Can I play your game on your phone? I said, girl, back in my day, we didn't have a phone. We barely even had TV. We couldn't even watch the TV.
Right.
I said we had to go outside. My mama used to kick us out the house to go outside and play with dirt, grass, or whatever it was out there. Toys, we barely had any toys.
Right.
We'll go outside, playing dirts and rocks.
Right.
Throw some dirt in somebody's face, do something, just have fun, run around in circles, go outside and play hide and go seek and different type of games.
Just
said,
like us, man. Yeah.
So I told her, go on over there and play with them rocks. Play with the rocks. She had a ball. She was there making designs, circles, squares, triangles, everything that she can do. Trying to write a name in the dirt, the things that we did growing up as a child.
So now you said something about technology being a distraction.
Now, technology. Kids nowadays depend on phones, TV, computers, etc. as a form of entertainment. Now, not only does it cause kids to become inactive, it also makes them dumb.
Right.
And the reason why I say it makes them dumber, you see teenagers, they get the homework or find out the answers for something just by typing into their phone. As opposed to back in the generation of yours, Coach Cobbs and Carl's and etc.
Uh-huh. We had to look it up.
Go to a library and look up in a book.
Right.
On what you want to do or what you were looking up.
Right.
Find the answer, which will force you to read and actually find the answer. Now kids nowadays, have to type in on the phone, type in on the computer. Find the answer instant. Not really reading a question. And that makes the what you just asked or the question that you're trying to answer go to the back of your brain.
Right.
But you're not thinking about it because you didn't actually take the time to look to find the answer. Now, what Coach Cobb said.
Wait, now, Coach Cobb, how you get to be an authority on this?
I asked him, Nicole.
Because he's a track coach. He's a athletic coach, period.
It's not so much as that. It's just
but he recognizes the difference.
Not only that. I was thinking about the generation, like how generation in his day and generation in my day, or kids younger than me.
Right.
As how they had a disadvantage towards, y'all had a disadvantage towards kids nowadays. The disadvantage also gave y'all an advantage. Because y'all had to go outside and make your own games or go to a library and look up your answers.
Right.
Or read, period. Y'all had books to read. Kids nowadays, their advantage is having TVs and phones and computers also becomes a disadvantage.
I see.
They sit out there and watch TV all day. Their brain is not focusing on what's on the outside world because they're cooped up in the house.
You don't think that makes them smarter, though? I mean, they've got the instant answer.
The instant answer doesn't make you smarter. It actually makes you dumb. Because when you find that instant answer, you don't necessarily read the question.
I got you. You don't really have to think.
No, because the only thing I do is type it into a computer. It just gives you an answer. It gives you the answer out. And if it gives you the answer, you don't necessarily think about what you just put in or what you just tried to put into your brain.
Okay, now I want to ask a final question because I believe everything you said. How do you think, because you have had to really get down and study, how do you think you did on the SAT today?
Better than I ever did. Actually, taking the time, what I did before I tried to study, then this is another life experience. I tried to take the time to go on the internet and look up examples on what to do. And
you mean you took advantage of technology then?
Listen, this is previously.
Okay.
So, actually, when I looked on the internet, they tried to show me the step-by-step on how to do it. It didn't necessarily tell you, it just show you an example on how to work it out.
Uh-huh.
But as opposed to what I did the last time I studied, I read the book.
Oh, okay. And now, did you find the same answers?
I found the same answers, but what I also found was extra steps on how to work it.
Uh-huh.
And the steps that were in between on how to work it, opposed to what they did on the internet, it just basically gave you the answers and you work it out yourself. The book, you had to read it. It taught me how to plug in. It taught me how to substitute. It taught me everything I knew, but I put to the back of my mind thanks to technology.
But the internet didn't show you that?
No. It didn't.
Now, what kind of technology do you use? Do you have an iPhone?
Technically, and this is why I don't even see why I have an iPhone. Only thing I use my phone for is texting and calling people.
A few telephone calls. You do
Now,
not use it for the internet.
Not necessarily. The only time I ever use the internet is when I want to go check my track stats. That's the only time I ever use it. And after that, I will check my grades online.
Okay, so give me a summary. You think that we need to go back to some of the old style of learning?
Some of them, all of it.
Most of it, all of it. Oh, so that means you think you're a little bit smarter than me, or I'm a little bit smarter than you?
I mean, I'm doing the same thing you did back in your generation, so I think I'm smarter than you.
Oh, goodbye, Brandon.